Good morning, girls. Let us see how to interface this stepper motor with a microprocessor 8085. So before we start with the interfacing, this is a stepper motor which moves only in integral number of steps, and it depends on the torque of this stepper motor for it to decide on how many number of steps it is taking. For this stepper motor that we have taken, it completes 200 steps in one rotation. So each step will be 360 by 200, so it's moving by an angle of 1.8 degrees. You can have half step, 2 steps depending on the different types. What we are choosing here is 200 steps in one rotation. Now, this is one which moves only through one steps. It can be moved through clockwise direction or it can be moved through anti-clockwise direction. And here you have a circuit here. These solenoids, these are made of solenoids, and this is a driver circuit which is driving the stepper motor. This is the power needed is connected here. It is actually having 4 motors. One is rotor, one is rotator, one is a stator. About the stator, it will be moving in either clockwise or anti-clockwise. So depending on, you have 8 blades here. When it comes in contact with the 4 different directions, the magnetic poles, then because of the force of attraction, it stops there for a while and then continues rotating about it. So this Darlington pair, which is connected here in the form of a driver circuit, is able to rotate this motor. Now this is a flat cable connected to 8255. This is another interesting example wherein you are interfacing microprocessor with the stepper motor through your programmable peripheral interface, that is 8255. Once again, as we have seen in the earlier case, this is a strap here, this is number 1, this is 0. So that has to be connected here. This can be made, the connection can be made only this way. By mistake, suppose you twist the other way, it won't fix here. So this is just standard connection that you are making. Now, what is it that you are doing? You are sending this data 0D, 0E, 07, 0B in a particular order for the clock to move in the clockwise direction, for the stepper motor to move in the clockwise direction. If you reverse this data, that means 0B, 07, 0E and 0D, it will be rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. So what actually happens, it is actually, there is a commutator, at a time 2 at a time only will be coming into picture. So either these 2 or these 2. That is how the configuration is given for the data here. Now what is this program that we are writing here? Once again, 80 is a control word to make it as an IO mode, not as a BSR mode. For a BSR mode, it would be 0. And that you are sending it into control port. Then move immediate A, first data, 0D is coming here, and you are using port C. The information is transferred from 8255 to port C here, port C. From here, it is transferred to port C. From port C, it is transferred here. You can use any one of the ports, but we are using here a port C in particular. So send the first data to port C, and you want it to be available on the port for certain amount of delay. So the delay is written as a subroutine here, and we are calling it as a delay 1. Then second data. What is the second data? Whatever is the second data that you are sending here, it can be either this order or this order. Suppose I send this data, then you send it to this port C, once again call a delay. Then second data is over. Then third data, out it to port A, call the delay. After all the 4 data items are being sent to the port C with appropriate delay, what are we doing? We are jumping it back to the start. That means you send the information to all the different values onto the port, and you want the sequence to be repeated, so simply jump back. Then delay 1, what are we calling? In delay 1, we are calling another delay. It's actually a delay, it's a nested delay. Calling another delay. Delay 2 is located here. We are using a register pair here to improve and to increase the delay. And this delay will be multiplied by the number what you are feeding here. This is only to see a perceivable change in the motor rotation. We are increasing the delay and we are keeping the delays one inside the other as a nested delay. Therefore, we are able to see this rotation. So now what we do is reset, go to F1000. We entered the program and say execute. You see that the stepper motor is moving in the which direction? It's moving in the anti-clockwise direction. There is a line here. If you concentrate on this, you see that it is moving in this direction. Now, to feed the data in the other direction, you just go to that appropriate locations. F005, 0D is there. Now we will give 0B. Next location is 0C. 0E was there. Now we will feed 07. Next location 13. 07 is there. Now we give 0E. Then next location 1A. 0B is there. We will give 0D. Next. Once again reset. Go to starting location at 0. Now it's moving in the reverse direction. Anti-clockwise, clockwise. So one is called clockwise, the other one will be anti-clockwise, and this process will be repeated. This is an experiment, and this stepper motor is basically has many different applications. One interesting application of this is to track the sun movement. Sunflower, as you all know, it tracks towards, in the morning it will be towards the sun, that is, it will be towards the east side, and when the sun comes back to the west in the evening, the sunflower also will be rotating towards west. This is a natural phenomenon that is taking place. So this stepper motor can be used to track the sun. So in the morning it will be moving in this direction, and then by the afternoon it will be moving in the other direction. If you call this as a clockwise direction, this will be in the anti-clockwise direction. This is one interesting application of stepper.